we see a boy at the beginning of the film. He was performing a magic spell practice. This young man's name is Qingming, and he is practicing a protection spell. This spell is necessary for mastery. Qingming was unable to cast this spell. Following that, he informs his master that he is unable to perform the spell. On it, the master instructs him that if there is anyone in his life whom he wishes to protect, perform the exercise while thinking about that person. Then it is revealed that Qingming grew older while performing the spell. After years of being unable to cast this spell, he suggests to his master that we practice the teleportation spell rather than the protection spell. The master is aware that Qingming can cast the teleportation spell. He declines his offer. The master informs him that a teleportation spell alone will not suffice to defeat any formidable foe. It is necessary for him to learn the protection spell to become a good master. They were conversing while the protection wall began to crumble. After that, the master realizes it is the demon snake's curse. When the master saw the snake, he sent Qingming in a different direction. He then summons his 3 guardian spirits. The 3 guardian spirits arrive to assist the master. 2 guardian spirits try to save the protective wall. The master is guarded by 1 guardian spirit. However, the assistance of those 3 guardians was ineffective. The protective wall crumbles. Meanwhile, Qingming and the other students arrive. That snake was about to attack them all, but the master instructs them to cast a protection spell. The other students begin to use the protection spell, but Qingming disregards the master. He begins to use the teleportation spell. When the snake was about to launch a poisonous attack on Qingming, Qingming is saved by the master, who appears in front of him. On the other hand, one of the master's guardian spirits kills the snake while sacrificing its life. Qingming is now concerned about his master's death. He is also depressed. Because of him, the poison was spreading throughout his master's body. Before dying, the master tells Qingming the truth about that snake. He describes how the snake was created 300 years ago because of human greed. 4 masters appeared in front of the snake to imprison it. They imprisoned that snake in the imperial city together. That is still imprisoned in the body of the imperial city's queen. It is guarded by 4 stone guardians. They are currently sleeping in the form of a statue. The dragon statue, turtle statue, bird statue, and tiger statue are among them. And whenever that snake tries to move away from there, it will take 4 masters to awaken those statues. On the other hand, we see that the queen of the imperial city is concerned right now, because she discovers the demon snake is awake. Qingming has arrived in the imperial city. He notices a man at the gate. He was practicing his flute. He is a true master. Boya is his name. They then hear a different melody. They are led by that voice. After some time, they discover that the melody was played by a demon. Boya questions him, saying, "How dare you steal this flute? This is our king's flute." That demon tells him that his friend used to sing songs in the palace when she was alive. She frequently plays that melody. I just want to hear that melody because I've been missing her. Boya despises devils. He was on the verge of killing that demon, but Qingming comes to his rescue. Then Qingming tells Boya that he is a demon, but not a bad demon, and that he should be killed. Boya accuses Qingming of being a devil. He's terrible. He has no concept of goodness or love. Why not, says Qingming. Why didn't he realize it? Qingming and Boya are fighting because of these events. Qingming defeats him in the fight, and Boya flees from there. Essentially, Boya was summoned to the imperial city to fight the snake. He was one of those masters, after all. But Qingming and Boya are unaware. Following that, the demon requests that Qingming make him his slave. The demon is then made Qingming's guardian spirit. Killing Stone was his moniker. The queen's palace is shown in the following scene. There were 3 masters gathered there: Zhongxing, Qingming, and Boya. However, the 4th master Wang Duo was not present, and it is here that Zhongxing and Boya realize they are masters. Zhongxing meets with the palace priest here. He also serves as the queen's bodyguard. That priest informs them that the ritual to awaken the guardian angels will be performed tomorrow, and he asks them to go to bed early tonight to rest. Qingming notices that the priest's face resembles his master's. The next scene shows all the masters meeting with the princess. During the journey, they learn that someone assassinated the 4th master Wang Duo. The masters then go to the queen to discuss this matter. The queen remains behind the curtain and issues orders from behind it. The queen is concerned and enraged. Who killed the fourth master before the most important ritual? Following that, the queen assigns the princess to carry out the ritual. She uses it to order an investigation into the death of the Master Wang duo. She requests that the priest of her palace become the fourth master. Following that, the four masters begin the ritual. A demon attacks the princess during the ritual. Here, Qingming saves the princess and Boya completes the ritual with the spirit of the demon. Following that, the four guardian souls were ready to awaken. The color of the sky then abruptly changes. With the change in weather, Qingming and Boya realize that some demon has attacked them once more. They dash towards the princess's room. They arrive to find the priest fighting with the Master Longyi. According to the priest, the Master Longyi wishes to assassinate the queen. Longyi, on the other hand, refuses. Following that, there is a fight among those four. Longyi is killed by the hair demon during this fight. Longyi, however, tells Qingming something about the queen before passing away. This was difficult for Qingming to hear. The following morning, Boya and Qingming meet. Boya informs him that he is suspicious of the priest, but Qingming has a different opinion. He expresses his mistrust of the queen. Then they turn on each other and begin their investigation. Qingming enters his room. He notices the princess attempting to steal his sword. That is the sword given to Qingming by the master. This sword can also be used to kill the snake. Then Qingming asks the princess why she stole his sword. But before the princess can tell Qingming anything, the hair demon attacks her. The hair demon then tells Qingming that she has been waiting for this moment for 60 years. Qingming obtains a portrait of the queen from her, in which she appeared to be a princess. Qingming understands everything after seeing it. He then goes to Boya to tell him everything. Boya arrived at the priest to inquire. Then Qingming notices Boya on the ground, and the priest has fled the scene. Then Qingming lifts Boya, and they leave the palace. They meet both the princess and the priest there. Boya questions the princess about how she and the priest deceived the queen. Qingming informs him that she is the queen, not the princess. This means that the princess is the queen, and the queen is the princess. Behind the curtain, they could see the queen's statue. That statue was under the control of the priest. What exactly is going on? So, when the snake attacks the imperial city, the four masters defeat the snake. Following that, the queen indicates that the princess Zhangping has imprisoned the snake in her body. She becomes immortal, and her age does not change as a result. To keep that snake in her body, the queen had to confine herself in the palace, and she is unable to leave her palace. Now, after many years of living in the palace, the princess experiences disappointment. She was depressed. Following that, the master of Qingming arrives at the palace. The princess was overjoyed when he arrived, but he couldn't stay forever, and they had to leave. However, to alleviate the princess's sadness, the master assigns her a guardian angel. He appears to like him. The guardian angel turned out to be the priest himself. Now the princess believes he is the master, but he was that guardian angel. After a few years, the priest informs the princess that he wishes to be immortal. The princess now agrees because the priest resembles the master. But first, she must remove the snake from her body. That had been trapped in her body for many years. Following that, the priest must imprison the snake within his body. He will become immortal because of it. Qingming and Boya attack the priest after hearing this. The priest casts a teleportation spell on them here. Because we know Qingming's teleportation spell is powerful, he avoids it. On the other hand, we see that the princess's body is in pain. This indicates that the snake is emerging from her body. The princess is now mortal after the snake exited her body. That snake then enters the priest's body. That priest is now immortal because of it. While watching the priest, he transforms into a large poisonous snake. He is now planning to demolish the imperial city. Those four guardian stones are now active. Following that, they are constructing the imperial city's defense wall, so the snake couldn't get out of there. However, one guardian stone was not activated in this location. That is an actual bird. That bird was bot activated because the priest did not willingly activate that bird during the ritual. Qingming then summons his three guardian spirits, so that they can assist them. In front of Qingming, one of the guardian spirits constructs a protective wall, so that Qingming can be kept safe. The snake is attacked by the other two guardians. A fierce battle can be seen here. When things get out of hand, the priest steps forward, so that he can fight. The priest kills the guardian spirits here. Boya was terrified that the snake would escape from the imperial city. The protective wall is completed in this image. That wall encircled the entire imperial city. Boya's presence here awakens the bird statue in some way. He has now transformed into that bird. He then goes to the priest and fights him. They are engaged in a fierce battle. Qingming, on the other hand, goes to the princess and tells her the truth, that he is not the priest's master, but rather a guardian angel. Then, using his powers, Qingming forces the princess to meet his master. Here, the master tells the princess the truth. He explains what he did wrong. Then he turns into ash. Following that, the princess realizes that the master is no longer in this world. Qingming and the princess visit the imperial city once more. There is still a fight going on between Boya and the priest. Then Qingming tells Boya that this snake will die with the sword that his master gave him. Boya pulls out the sword, but not before killing him with it. He causes the sword to fall from Boya's grasp. The princess now takes up the sword. She threatens the priest with suicide if he does not stop all of this. She uses the sword to sever her neck. They were in proximity. She commits suicide. When he sees it, the priest is broken. Because he had a long relationship with the princess, Boya attacks the priest now that he has a chance. Both the snake and the priest perish here. The protection wall was gradually being eroded in this manner. With it, the film comes to an end. Thank you for taking the time to watch.